Good morning, my Geminis. It is Wednesday morning and you are up. So, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is going on with you, cutie pies, United Swords? I just did Virgo's reading. I sat down to do your reading and I was shuffling. I kept saying Virgo, Virgo. And I'm like, so I had to get their reading done, but I would say you were all up in that reading, Gemini. You really were. Okay, Geminis, this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you are a Gemini, you know a Gemini, if you like being a Gemini. Well, Gemini, I am so glad they're here. I'm starting to get on my nerves, so I'll stop saying Gemini, Gemini. Okay, this story could have happened to you in the past, happening to you in the present, or happening to you in the future. It could even be happening to someone you know. And along those lines, I am not your fast food tarot. I do not hit 90% of the tarot population. I tend to have very specific messages. I'm sorry if this isn't your story. Sometimes you should be happy it's not your story. But it's for people who really need to hear them. I don't sit there and do tarot to tell people what they want to hear. But I will always tell you, some of the people out there, what they need to hear, you know, when it's their message. I know I got a message yesterday and they were irritated because it was too, not general enough and it was too passionate, if there's such a thing. And it's just like, so I'm supposed to water down myself to make it easier for you. That kind of sounds narcissistic to me. If you want to see yourself in a reading, you're probably the reason why people are here watching tarot in the first place. Carry on. Let's carry on, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is the general energy? What is the general energy for you guys? What is going on? Like Marvin Gaye. What is going on, Gemini? What's going on? Ooh, Six of Swords, Aquarius energy. Moving on energetically. Some of you could be moving, traveling. But you know what? Maybe you've been riding a rain cloud for some time. But now you're allowing the past. Like, it's like you're using, how do I say that? It's like whatever you were riding, it was actually, I'm so lost at words. I don't know how to say this. Maybe you won't realize how much you've grown and what you learn until you get some distance from it. But maybe you've been moving towards something really good, unknowns to you. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like she's riding this rain cloud to a better place. All this time, I think you probably are healing more than you've known. You're growing more than you know. You're just in the midst of it. But long story short, this is energetically, because it's a sword, which is you. You know, I think you're just letting the past be in the past and you're moving away from it. What's influencing this? Six of Swords. And look at it. I just noticed that. I never noticed that before. She has a star, and on the star is an anchor. She's ready to drop an anchor onto her wish fulfillment. So maybe you do have your sights set on what makes you happy. It could be a person. It could be a job. It could be a location. What's influencing this for Gemini? What's influencing this? And the Six of Cups reverse. Letting this is memories of the past, but it's not good memories of the past. I feel like this is what you're moving away from. One's memories, one's thoughts. I think you're letting an idea, I think you're letting either somebody go or you're letting go what no longer served you or what didn't work in your life. Okay, what's the reason for the reading, Gemini? Why are we all here today, Knight of Swords? Why is it? What's the reason for the reading? The Seven of Pentacles reverse. You feel like you wasted your time. That's pretty clear. And that's Taurus energy. You wasted your time, you're moving on, I feel like there's a lot of distance to where you actually are and where you've been. And I want to say for some of you, I don't think you even know how much you've grown. You're just been in this cocoon of healing. What's in the past? What happened in the past, Gemini? What happened in the past? The Devil reversed. Letting this toxic stuff go. Now, look at her. I mean, seriously, look at her. She looks like, up here, doesn't she look like a lovely lady? She just looks so honorable. I feel like this is what you fell for. This could be a mother. I really hope it's not a mother, honestly. But some of you, it is parents, siblings, friends, coworkers, lovers, mailman, hamsters. You know what I'm talking about? This is somebody who you thought you could trust. Somebody who would have your back. And then slowly, what was being revealed? Oh, wait, she's not what she seems. She's not what she seems. She's a poisonous fungus. She's a poisonous fungi. She's not a fun guy, but she's a fun guy. And she's a black widow that will kill you. And she gets you all wrapped up in her web, making you feel bad that you are actually wanting to break free from this. And you did. So you dropped it in the past. It's funny, I'm using the Knight of Cups reverse as my prop, but you know what a Knight of Cups reverse means. That's your inappropriate lover card. This is your fake. This is your flake. This is a person who pretends they're like this King of Cups. I'm all temperance, and really they're double reverse. This is a very flaky, fakey energy. Underneath that, we have the Moon reverse. You've seen it clearly, and more cards about growing. Taking control, taking your power back. I love it. Okay, now I gotta shuffle because I got off on a tangent there, sorry. Bottom of the deck, if you're new to tarot, is what's going on. Now I'm losing my voice. What's going on underneath the surface? What's going on underneath the scene, you know? Scene of the crime. What's on your mind, Gemini? What is on your mind? What is on your mind? Truth, I'm sure. It's probably a sharp sword. What is on your mind? Or it could be ice cream. Chariot reverse. Probably. See, tarot tells a clear story, left to right, up and down. Look at this. Seven of Pentacles reversed. I think what you are moving away from is this feeling that you were stuck in a situation that wasted your time with somebody. Maybe it was somebody who reached out to you. Oh, sorry, my nose is itching so bad. Maybe it's somebody who reached out to you in social media and you gave them a chance. Maybe they burned you in the past, like 20 years ago or 10 years ago, and you're like, they said they're changed, they said they were stupid, and damn if they didn't do it again, right? Because Six of Cups reverse is here, and again, we have another card of growth. And what you realize, Gemini, is you outgrew the situation. You just outgrew it, and they took your fun away and took your happiness away, and you're just not about that. I mean, you are an air sign. When I think of a Gemini energy, I just feel like lightness, you know. You just want happiness. You just want somebody you can trust. You just want a loyal energy. You don't need 10, 15, 20 people. You just want one person, one real person in your life. Friendship, lover, whatever this is, you know. And whoever this was, they just pretended to be someone they're not. And had you confused, possibly stuck, maybe pulled off your path, pulled you off your little snail, you know. This is Gemini on her snail. Hers or his. And this lady has things to do. No matter how long it takes, she's going to do it. I feel like this is what you were doing. And then somebody probably saw this online and reached out to you and tried to reconnect, and maybe they did. And it's just like, oh yeah, now I know why it ended in the past. Or I know why this friendship ended.
I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, sorry. I watch. When this does that, it scares the crap out of me. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. I think that's a sign to shut up and let's go. Okay, what's in the near future? What's in the near future, Gemini? What is in the near future? What is in the near future? Hierophant. You know what time it is. I feel like you're the owl here, and this is Taurus energy. But this could even be learning new things. And maybe some of you, I could even be reading for a young Gemini. I usually feel like I'm reading for an older audience, but this could even be a young Gemini who's, you know, summer's over and you're back to school or you're going back to college, and this was like a relationship, you know. It was just an immature relationship that pulled you off your path and caused you a lot of headaches for no reason, really. And you were like, okay, I wasted 3 months of my life, and now I'm going back. So some of you, this could be about literally going back to school. But I do feel like what's coming in is, I feel like it's almost solidifying yourself, solidifying who you are, and not changing your belief system for anybody, not changing your moral code or who you are, or compromising your integrity for somebody else's wants and needs, you know? Okay, how do you see yourself right now, Gemini? How do you see yourself right now? How do you see yourself right now? The Empress reverse. So with this, you took a hit, okay? And you wasted your time. You feel like maybe they pulled you off your path. Maybe you were focused too much on them and what wasn't working. And now, Gemini, how they see themselves is, okay, now I need to expand my life again. I need to start feeding myself. I need to start putting time into myself. Because when this card comes out reverse, the Empress is all about expansion. She's all four queens for a reason. She's learned a lot of life lessons. she puts herself out there. She doesn't chase anybody. Here, this is kind of needy. This is kind of a need to, it's a needy energy because you've taken a hit and maybe you've given too much of your energy away. And now you're left with like a depletion, you know, you're depleted. And so it's time to now focus your strength on yourself, on what you want to do, on just you have to, it's just a self-focus card. It needs to self-focus at this time to heal yourself. What's the energy coming in to influence this? What's the energy coming in to influence this? This is look at this major arcana. Chariot is Cancer. The Devil is Capricorn. The Hierophant is Taurus. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. I mean, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, and what, 4 are major arcana? That's crazy. This is a big event in somebody's life. Okay, what's the energy coming in to influence this? And this is Taurus too, so yeah. What's the energy coming in to influence this? And the Page of Swords. Again, studying. I am feeling like some of you are going back to school, but the most important thing to take away from this, the energy coming in, is setting your sights out there. He has a dandelion in his hand for a reason, and if you remember being a child, like the Six of Cups here, and you look back, you used to blow the crap out of these, make a wish and you blow, right? Close your eyes, make a wish and blow. And this is remembering who you once were, remembering what you wanted to do, and always holding within that anything is possible. I feel like this is like an anything is possible kind of card. And I think you're starting to believe that anything is possible. Maybe you did waste your time. You know what? That happens. You can't beat yourself up for trusting the wrong person. That's not on you, that's on them, you know? This is about you pulling yourself back up, getting your focus back, be that Knight of Swords that you are, get that clarity back, and really go after what you want. But the Page of Swords is seeing what else is out there, and he's researching, he's analyzing, he's studying. Okay, what is in your emotions right now? What is in your emotions? What is in your emotions, Gemini? What is in your emotions? The Tower, but holding on to what was lost. Yeah, I don't feel like you're holding on to the person. I think you're holding on to what they did to you. What they did to you. I think you thought you were going to have like this castle on the hill with this person, and it ended up being, it was like built in quicksand. It was falling apart. And I feel like you were, at the end, you were like the only one holding on to this. Because this person wasn't real. This is somebody who only wants people entangled into their ways because they feed off it. They maybe you built them up, you bought them things, they just take and take and take and take and take, you know? But they never get back. The only thing they give you is heartache and stress. And it got you kind of hooked into a certain way of holding on to something that wasn't for you. And with the Tower too, being here, and your emotions, okay? For some of you, you could be like, but I'm really not holding on to them. For those, because I feel like I might be reading for 2 sets of Geminis. Maybe a Gemini that went through this a year or 2 ago, and maybe a Gemini that's about to go through this or going through this. If you already went through this could be you focusing on yourself. You're still healing from the past. You're still, nurturing yourself, and you're avoiding this at all costs. Because the Tower could be very talking about avoiding. And that's Aries, Scorpio energy. This is Scorpio energy. And this is Taurus energy.
I found this on the web.
Oh my gosh, how do you shut these things up? That is so annoying to watch. Okay. What is the outcome here? What is the outcome for Gemini? But like I said, tarot should tell us a clear story left to right. Here you wasted your time, and now you have to put that time back into yourself at the bottom. Here you're stuck, and maybe you're holding on to what made you stuck. I'm getting that for some of you. I am. And what had you stuck is just a way of life, and ended up being a way of thinking, and then you started questioning yourself, and is there something wrong with me? But the center of the reading is you moving away from that. Energetically, intellectually, and emotionally, letting this go. Putting an anchor down in new lands. New lands of the way you're thinking, and probably finally focusing on your own dreams, on your own star. You are your true North Star. Allow your soul lead you to where you need to be, because you have it within you. You have the knowledge you need as the owl. You have it within you to become whatever you want to become. Page of Swords. You just have to let this tower go. And I feel like the tower is of the way, maybe you feel like you're just destined for having a life of problems or issues or having certain type of people to come into your life. And it's just like a life of that has to be difficult. What is the outcome here for Gemini? What is the outcome here? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? And the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I feel like this is a delay though. This is not procrastination. Wheel of Fortune reverse is repeating family patterns. Your wheels aren't moving in this position, my dear. You want to get your wheels moving again. You want to get turned on. Not like that, dirty birds. Not like that. But I feel like you had to turn yourself off, maybe. You had to stop your progression. Because we have with the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune reversed next to each other, both major arcana. Maybe, just maybe, Gemini, you can't fight it. Maybe it's time to finally sit into this energy and deal with it. Maybe you had a shitty childhood. Maybe then you had shitty relationships and friendships and then workers. Maybe it's time to finally sit in it, to finally break this up, to say, what is it? What am I holding on to? Because whatever I'm holding on to, the universe is just going to keep giving you more of it. That's just the way it works. Where your energy goes, now I can't even think. Where your thoughts go, energy flows, right? If you're only thinking bad's going to happen, then more of this is going to happen. But maybe, just maybe, it's time to sit in it. So this is what's really happening. This is what wants to come in. Wish fulfillment, the star, the Aquarius. Here, like I said, I noticed for the first time the star's been leading her. Your soul's been leading to you to where you need to go, but maybe you've been resisting it. Because the reason why I say it is the Chariot, your soul wants you to get on your snail and start going. Your soul, no matter how long it takes, how bumpy that road is, you just have to get on. You have to trust yourself that it's going to lead you to where you really belong. And maybe it's out of fear. Maybe it's out of loyalty to your family. Maybe it's out of a lot of things. But for whatever reason, Wheel of Fortune reverse is family patterns, repeating the same life lessons. It's time to break that cycle. It's time to get off the merry-go-round of hell and say, I learned this lesson. I don't need to learn it again. Center of the reading, I think you've woken up to the Six of Swords. That's the good news here, is in the center of your being is, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to go out there and go after my star. I think I'm ready to overcome this fear. Maybe you've had the full reverse. And rely on yourself and trust on yourself and your own instincts. Okay, let's clarify here. It's funny, I shuffled both the decks and your energy, and look at that. Six of Cups and Three of Swords. You can't tell me. There is a Gemini out there. Somebody reached out from the past and you've got a lot of heartache. Once again, I want to say once again, because I feel like you dealt with him again before, him or her, I feel like they built you up, built your hopes up, only to leave you hanging. Yeah, and leave you literally holding on. And maybe it makes you a little angry. It's just like, why am I left thinking of them? Why am I left hurting? It's because you were doing fine before they entered your life. What is this? Six of Swords and Six of Cups reverse? Both sixes. Dynamic energy. Six of Cups, Swords, and Six of Cups reverse. That is such a clear story right there. Moving away from bad memories of the past or a connection from the past. What is the Six of Swords and Six of Cups reverse for Gemini? What is the Six of Swords and Six of Cups reverse? Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're moving away from this, and it's your card. Nine of Swords. You're tired of having to feel. I feel like you're tired, like they're literally tired because they're up all night card, right? You're just tired of people coming into your life that you trust, because with the Wheel of Fortune here, this isn't one person, this is a series of people, and you trust them only to be disappointed and then left thinking, is there something wrong with me? Why am I holding on energetically to these people? Gemini, you know what? Because you need to realize you got to stop wasting your time with energies that are beneath you. I see this right here. I see with all this major arcana here. I think it's trying to wake somebody up to their own strength. You are an Empress, even though it's reversed. This is who you are. You are beautiful. You have so much potential. It's time to start expanding your horizons and expanding who you are, and trust yourself. Trust your instincts. Go after your star potential. Stop thinking you need a relationship or you need somebody to help complete you. You need to start completing yourself. That's just what I'm feeling here. because you have everything it takes. You know that, like the owl, he knows, and people come to him that are wise. This is probably in the near future. You get to this place, people will come to you for advice. Maybe people already do. But emotionally, I feel like you have to, I honestly, I don't even know why. There's probably a myriad of reasons of why people hold on to things that really aren't for them. But look at that, 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and Temperance. I feel like Divine is trying to heal this. It's trying to heal this burden you've had. You could have been living in this Pisces energy, 9 of Cups. Or maybe it's healing you trying to get a 9 of Cups kind of person. Maybe there's a one Gemini out there this video's for that you keep trying to obtain what is unobtainable. Because really, Gemini, if you've got this person, this 9 of Cups person, this smug energy, you'd realize those cups are empty. And maybe rejection is God's protection, but you keep fighting, you keep trying to hold on to something that it really isn't for you. You know why? Because there's something even better for you. There's a better, never was a castle. If it was a castle, it was a sand castle, and one wave of emotions knocked this shit down, right? There is a stronger castle out there for you. You just have to trust yourself. And you have to believe in yourself and know that you are worth more than what you've settled for. Okay, what is the 7 of Pentacles reversed? 10 of Swords, yeah. Wasted your time with this. But the good thing is 10 of Swords, which is your card. Yeah, the 9 and 10 of Swords look on top of each other. I really think, I felt this when I pulled the 9 of Swords, but now I really feel this. You're fed up feeling this. You're fed up holding the bag when people walk out of your life. You're just fed up feeling. And Gemini's like, there's no more room for 11th sword. I'm ready for my Ace of Swords, which is ironic because when I shuffled this deck, it was the Ace of Swords that, if you go back to the beginning, it was an Ace of Swords. I just never know why certain cards will pop out early, but now it really makes a lot of sense. But 10 of Swords is letting it go. It was a waste of your time. You're letting it go. And I feel like it's not just letting this go. You're letting go the version of yourself that allowed this to take place in the first place. You're letting go the version of yourself that said, maybe I do deserve this. No, Gemini, you deserve more, but you settled for less. Now that should be the title of the reading. Okay, what is the Devil reversed in the past? What is the Devil reversed in the past? The Hangman. Yeah, you know. You got a perspective. You pulled yourself away because they're up to their own tricks. I feel like this is a repetition. I don't feel like this is a new Capricorn or a new if it was, maybe it's a Capricorn, but this is Pisces too. And both major arcana. And this is, when the major arcana pop out, as much as this one is, this was a destined event. Believe it or not, you signed on the dotted line before this began. This feels like a soulmate that came into your life. It was never probably meant to ever be an actual union, but it was meant for you to light that flicker of hope alive within you again. To remember who you truly are, to put you on the right path. Maybe you had to be on this bumpy path for so many years, maybe from the time you were born, to learn these life lessons, to learn how strong you really are. Now it's time to see how strong you really are and how much you've learned. And take that into the future as the owl. So you can help yourself, and then by helping yourself, you're going to help a lot of other people. What is the Chariot reversed? Okay, 7 of Wands reversed, not letting people in. Defensive. And no, this could be a warning you need to start letting people in, but actually the 7 of Wands reversed on this, I feel like it's people who don't let, I feel like what you're really stuck on are people who don't allow you in, which makes you what? Work harder, try harder only to get more of this. The 9 and 10 of Swords. But this is just what they do. This is why they're here. I feel like some people are only here to make certain other people stronger. It's like this is their purpose in life, to be a narcissistic asshole. I'm sorry. But I feel like you're not going to change them. They're just going to keep doing this to other people. And what they're doing is breaking the eggs. Like all these people are been in eggs or in cocoons. And they're actually waking people up to their true selves. Maybe that's their soul goal, and that's what the soulmate. It wasn't like a soulmate that you hold hands and 10 of Cups happen. This person can't be that for anybody because I feel like their cups are empty. They're here to wake you up in your life, and they're going to do it to somebody else. And just be glad your lesson's done. Take a lesson and grow from it, and get on and make your life what it's always been. What it was always meant to be. Before you were pulled off your path. What is the Hierophant here in the near future? What is the Hierophant here in the near future? And this could even be a mentor helping you. Somebody showing you, somebody guiding you, you know, because she's listening. And this girl up in the tree. And I feel like it's just, it even could be spirit or divine or whatever God you believe in. When you're dreaming at night, you know, it's something in your ear. Somebody's guiding you. Somebody's helping you to get to this path that you need to be on. What is this Hierophant in the near future? Yeah, Judgment, waking you up. The Judgment card is waking you up to your own life. You know, it's coming alive, and once you see things for what they are, you can't go back. You can't go back to the way things were. You literally instantly outgrew that situation. And I feel like either it's divinely, it's spiritually, or maybe you physically have somebody in your life guiding you. If you realize this, you are protected and guided at this time. But they're trying to lead you to your higher self and to where you always belonged. It's just not with this. This is a momentary flicker in your life to light your soul on fire again, you know? What is this Empress reverse, how you see yourself? What is the Empress reverse, how Gemini sees themselves? What is the Empress reverse? And the Chariot reverse, yeah. This is lack of self-belief. This is low self-esteem. You aren't seeing the beauty within. She's beautiful. Even if you're a male watching this, a male can be an Empress. The beauty within you, what needs to come out, you're hiding it away thinking nobody's going to want it. So therefore, that's what allows this kind of energy in. That's what they prey on. I mean, they're predators on people who've had a series of disappointments that have broken them. And they prey on it because they can get what they want. Some people want sex. Some people want money. Some people just want constant attention and feed their ego. There's all kinds of people like that. But the thing is it's been keeping you stuck. The way you see yourself, unfortunately, you're not seeing yourself the way people actually see you. I think people see you like this, but you're seeing yourself reverse for some reason, and it's kept you stuck. And you have so much potential that needs to come out. There's so much growth and rebirth that needs to come out. But I think with this being reversed, I think it's time to now focus on yourself. Stop focusing on this. It's time to focus on yourself so that can come out. Because Gemini, this is where happiness is. Letting that out and being who you really are and being on your soul's path and making those wheels move again in your life, that is your Ace of Cups. That is your Ace of Cups. You know what I feel like? Virgo's reading is after this. This is the precursor to Virgo. I even said in Virgo's reading, I'm like, I don't know what happened in the past, but I feel like because Virgo was in a super great energy. This feels like 2 years before that Virgo reading. This is like a Gemini waking up, and in 2 years it's that Virgo reading. It's kind of crazy how it connects sometimes. Okay, what is this Page of Swords? The energy coming in. What is the Page of Swords? The energy coming in to influence this. And the Wheel of Fortune reverse. This is repeating the same lessons. But all the while, you've been holding on to your wish and your wish fulfillment. And that's who you are. Nobody could make you as happy as how you can make yourself happy. And how you can make yourself happy is allowing your true self to come out. If you wanted to be a baker, go be a baker. If you want to run your business, go run your business. If you want to go move to Kansas, move to Kansas. You know, whatever this is, allow it to come out. Trust there is happiness to be had when you follow your soul's path, you know? Excuse me, Gemini. Yeah, so let's get to this Tower and your emotions. What is this Tower? And you know what? Maybe this Tower, Gemini, is you having enough. Remember I said that you were fed up with the Sign and Ten of Swords? Maybe, Gemini, this is you setting a match to this, and a setting a match of how people treat you and the way you treat yourself, you know? I don't know where that came from, but maybe that needed to come out. The way you treat yourself needs to change. You're letting it all fall down now. You've been holding on to something, but I feel like it really should be reversed because I feel like you're letting it fall now. What is the Tower in your emotions? What is the Tower in your emotions? Okay, the World reversed. Holding on, this is again repetition and unfinished business and not closing the cycle out. Wheel of Fortune reverse is not letting something close out. You have some big cards. I mean, look at this major arcana here. Change needs to happen. So you know what this Tower could be? If this is your story and you resonate with this and you're like, I get that, Stacy, I just don't know how. This Tower is your answer. This Tower feels like a Tower could be a really, I always feel mostly a positive card on this. This is sudden. This is a burst of energy. This is knocking it down yourself before somebody can just let it fall. You know, like knocking it down. I feel what you have to let go is just a series of how you probably allowed people to treat you, or how you treated yourself, or it's just a series of things to say, you know what, whatever's happened in the past has sucked, but it doesn't mean that has to be my future. I feel like this is like a burst of energy of breaking through a barrier. You are breaking finally through a barrier that you've been, you know, I feel like you've been trapped in this box, maybe even of your own making, and maybe it protected you, but feels like a breakout energy, like you are building and building and building to break this down. I wish this really should have been the outcome card, but maybe because it's just in your emotions. Outcome is Wheel of Fortune reverse. Let's see what that is. What's the Wheel of Fortune reverse in the outcome? What's the Wheel of Fortune reverse in the outcome? What's the Wheel of Fortune reverse in the outcome? And Knight of Pentacles reverse. This is anxiety. This is wasting your time trying to plant on fields that aren't yours. You're trying to grow gold coins in rotten soil, or you're trying to put rotten seeds into fresh soil. Either way, what you are and where you're trying to plant are two different things. That's why it hasn't been working out. I feel like Knight of Pentacles reverse this is like stuck energy, because you're trying to be with people or to be in situations that are not for you, because Gemini, I feel like you are so much above it. I feel like it keeps getting these walls in front of you for a reason to protect you. Because if you actually had it, you'd realize how miserable you really would be. Knight of Pentacles reverse, and I just feel like it's wasting your time in situations that are not for you. Yeah, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is where your focus is. This is Capricorn energy. Focus on the Ace of Pentacles. Focus on what you can do. This is your own coin. You built that coin. You made that coin. And the Queen of Pentacles can do it all. She runs a business. She runs a home. She's loyal. She's honest. And she has a King of Pentacles who respects her for it. Don't shortchange yourself, and don't change who you are to make other people happy. I just want to say that for somebody. But the Knight of Pentacles reverse, I feel like honestly you've been giving your coin to the wrong energies, and they haven't been given back. And because they haven't been given back, how you see yourself is not having anything to offer anymore, or afraid to put yourself out there because they may not want it. The right person will want what you have. Believe me. You just have to you have to break out of this thinking. I don't know. It's like you have to change your field of vision and focus onto like newer things. And maybe to do that, you need to take some time for yourself, to heal yourself, maybe to travel, maybe to go back to school. Maybe this is about you going back to school. And just, it's time to focus on you and on your own growth at this time. What is this Wheel of Fortune reverse in the outcome? And 9 of Wands, and don't give up. Whatever you do, Sagittarius energy, do not give up. This is, you're almost there. This is like going, like you've been climbing a hill. And I mean, just a short story, but 2 weeks ago I was in the Adirondack Mountains and got lost. It was like stuff of a Netflix movie. I was in a group. The group decided to go one way. I'm like, first of all, this group didn't have a map. This group doesn't hike. I actually hike, but this group doesn't hike, and I hope nobody from that group's watching this. No, they think about it. But they don't hike. They really don't. And we're supposed to do 1.4 miles, so I didn't bring water because I walk 4 or 5 miles a day. What I didn't count for is it's rocky and it's mountainous, and it was all mountain. It was climbing a mountain, right? I didn't bring water, no cell phone service. One person in that group had a map, and I was away from them, right? So it was a lot. For 4.5, 5 hours, all we did was climb mountains. I feel like we never went downhill. It was the most ridiculous thing. That last hill, Gemini, was the hardest. I thought I wanted to give up. I'm telling you, I wanted to give up. I was dehydrated. I was starting to see unicorns. I just wanted to get to air conditioning. It was like 90-some degrees and humid. It was like, I'm telling you, it was stuff of a Netflix movie. And there are bears in the Adirondack Mountains. And bears and I don't get along, right? So 9 of Wands, but I kept thinking, don't give up. If you sit down now, you're going to lose your momentum. You're going to lose the ability to keep going. keep, whatever you do, it's mind over matter, mind over matter, mind over matter, mind over matter. And guess what? It was painful, but I got to the last hill was the worst. I got to that last hill. And yeah, and I finally can get to my car. Don't ask me how. I feel like it was something out of another dimension. But I was both the whole 4.5, 5 hours was climbing a hill. How is that possible? I don't even know. But we're constantly climbing a hill. But the 9 of Wands is don't give up. Don't lose your momentum. Don't stop now. Once you're in this energy, I don't know if you're in this. If you're in this, don't give up now. But if you're not in this yet, you will be. Once you're in it, remember my words. Don't lose your momentum. It's mind over matter, Gemini. You can do this. This feels like breakout energy, breakthrough this whatever this field around you. You feel like you got to break a barrier of some sort. You got to break. It's an ideology you got to break away from, a thought pattern, and you have to like. This is like a reckoning. Once you break through, Gemini, you're gonna grow so quickly. You won't. This feels fed up to me, and I feel like you are building to a point where you are going to be like a volcano. This feels looks like kind of like a volcano. You're ready to blow. Once you blow, this all goes away. And now I feel like we're getting into Virgo energy, like the Virgo reading. Then this really good, whatever energy you will be on, it will be unstoppable. Kind of a very unstoppable thing. But I don't know. I think this is really good because this is somebody waking up to being fed up with a series of people, series of relationships, series of disappointments, and accepting those disappointments like they have to be part of your life. No, they really don't. Yeah, disappointments happen all the time, but you don't have to make them as important in your life as you may have. You don't have to let disappointments also be your setbacks. So this is really, really good. All right, Geminis, that is what I have for you this week. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week and weekend. Take care, guys.